Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Bandai Namco action figure review on the SH Figuarts Tamashii Nation's Deadpool and Wolverine movies Wolverine figure. And I'm honestly not that pumped for this. I don't like the paint apps. Just looking at it in the window right here, not a fan of the paint apps, but I'm very curious about this figure, and I think you guys are too, so I figured, hey, let's talk about it. Anyway, the packaging looks pretty solid. Nice product shots of Wolverine. Not as many on that side, but you get a few right there on the back, and then it says Wolverine right there on the top, and then it says SH Figuarts Wolverine at the bottom. Alright, so let's get to it and crack this thing open, but first, if you're trying to get your SH Figuarts, you can do so at
Big! Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
And here's our SH Figuarts Wolverine out of the packaging. And I gotta be honest with you guys, I don't have as much of a problem with the aesthetics of this figure as I thought I was going to before I opened it. The yellow isn't as vibrant, or just doesn't feel or seem as vibrant as the Marvel Legends version. However, I still wish we had a dirtier version. Of course, that Frecky custom, nothing's really going to beat that. That had the fleshy arms and everything. But there's still some cool stuff going on over here. I do have numerous complaints about it, so we'll get into all of that, but first let's get a closer look at the accessories, and then we'll take a closer look at the figure. It doesn't feel like we get a lot of accessories with this piece. You get 2 heads, and then you get these 5 sets of hands, which, you know what, you really don't need them all, and it doesn't feel like there's a lot because there's not a lot of use for these unclawed hands right over here. There's other accessories I wish it came with, you know, an unmasked Logan head would have been nicer. Anyway, the silver paint looks really good on these. I really like how the claws came out as far as the paint goes. They're just very, very short. It's frustratingly short. It just makes the figure look weak. And I do find it easier to apply heat to these hands when I'm swapping them. But you can just see, like, at the forearm length right over here, they could have given us more claw. You know, I like to imagine the claws rest in the forearm right here as they're supposed to. And these could have been longer, so that bums me out. I like having the wide open claw hands too. Those look pretty good, and the paint applications on all of these look great, so at least they look really clean. It's like having, you know, 2 sets of wide open unclawed hands. Is this necessary? Not really, you know, just not. And then of course you get the fist hands, which I am glad to see that the silver paint on all of them does look very clean. Here's the first of the 2 head sculpts, and I gotta say, I think they both mostly look pretty good. I do think the flesh tone right over here is a little bit darker than it should be, though. And the facial hair looks alright, you know, and I think the mask sits on the face okay. There's a little bit of space between the tip of the nose and the nose right there. Kind of makes me actually wish it was kind of shifted down just a tad to completely cover the nose, but I don't know. It does, yeah, it kind of throws me off some. When you look at the Marvel Legends version right here, it's almost completely covering the nose, just a tiny bit of nose underneath. This one has a lot more nose underneath, just looking a little bit weird. I'm really just noticing that now, looking at it very closely, but for the most part, I still think the head sculpt looks alright. Just, again, the flesh tone, you know, much darker flesh tone than we see on the Legends version. You can see the bright yellow that we're seeing on this one compared to this one. I don't know. There's something about the color choice, right? This one just looks a whole lot cheaper. This one's got just a little bit more shadow in it and everything. It's just a better look, I think, with the SH Figuarts overall. Plus, it's broken up. Well, they both have little silver bits on them, you know. And again, there's a huge price difference between these two. But looking at this head sculpt right here, this one does look a little better. Mask is covering the nose maybe just a tad more. The gritted teeth look is just preferred with Wolverine. So yeah, I'm liking the mask. This gritted teeth head just looks a whole lot better. And again, looking at the rest of it, I do like how the yellow came out on this much more than the Legends version. Again, I wish we had the bare arms. I like the shoulder pads right over here. I do feel like Hasbro and Bandai Namco got the same reference images, you know, because it looks like Hot Toys got different ones. Certain companies got the info about the bare arms and other companies didn't, you know, like Diamond Selects is going to have the bare arms going on. So yeah, that's probably going to be better than both the Figuarts and the Legends version. I do like how the rib pattern looks right over here. That's pretty sweet. I don't like how this is broken up. It's a fairly consistent complaint with me with SH Figuarts that their hip joints just look really, really weird to me. The knee pads look really good. Then there's the back. Again, we get the little picked out details right here with the silver buttons. A lot of construction going on in the background. Sorry about that. I do think the feet look a little small and a little bit weird. I don't know. There's something floppy about the front of these boots that I don't really like. It could have been just a little bit bulkier. Yeah, compared to the Legends one, you can see what I'm talking about. Looks a little bit too much like a shoe, I don't know, instead of a boot. But anyway, you get treads at the bottom of the feet right over here, not looking too bad. So I actually think the articulation on this figure is pretty decent, aside from me not really liking how those hips look with the neck and head joints right here. He can look up pretty far, and you can't get him to look down that much. You get some pivoting right over there, and of course you can turn the head side to side. We have butterfly joints right here that function okay moving forward, a little bit more limited moving back though. I wish they could move back a little bit more than that. We could take the shoulders and rotate them a full 360. You have a front port right here on these shoulder pads, so you can hinge that forward and back. And then you don't get and we have this bicep swivel right up there, and you can move the shoulder up and out well above the 90-degree mark, which is awesome. That butterfly joint also shifts up and down right there for you too, so that helps with that. You have the bicep swivel, you have the double jointed elbows that don't bend in that far, and they do look ugly when you bend them like that. And then you have a pinned ball system right here for the hands, so you can move these up and down, rotate them, move them horizontally, depending on how you have it configured. We have a very limited diaphragm cut right here, so it just squeaks side to side a little bit, and it does crunch forward a tad and back a little bit. Similar ball joint right here at the waist, but you get more range of movement at the waist, so with both joints, he could pivot that way, that far. With both joints, he'll just move forward that much. I wish he could move forward more than that. Then he can bend back that far, and then we have these hips that can let the figure move outward that far. Kicks forward at 90, not really back. That kind of mid-thigh cut right there. You have the double jointed knees. Then the ankles do move down. They barely move up. I wish they could move up more than that. You could rotate side to side. You get beautiful ankle pivot and toe articulation. Now to measure out the height of this SH Figuarts figure, you can see that it's just a bit over 6 inches tall. And then for an MCU SH Figuarts figure comparison, we have our Endgame Hulk, we have our No Way Home Final Swing Spider-Man, and I think this is the Ant-Man and the Wasp movies Ant-Man right here. So we have two that appeared in the Wolverine and Deadpool or Deadpool Wolverine movie, and one that did not, one that I hope to see with Wolverine on screen one day. That would be so awesome. Is it a little jarring to you seeing Wolverine standing just a tad taller than Ant-Man right over here? I don't know, just throws me off, but you know, it's Hugh Jackman. At least he hunched a lot in the movie. Then for your Deadpool Wolverine movies Logan comparison, you can see the ZD Toys version with the very bright yellow right over here next to the SH Figuarts. I did have this busted shoulder pad over here. Not a big fan of this figure. The black paint over there, yeah, too much. Then here's a Figuarts Wolverine next to the regular Marvel Legends figure as released. And here is the customized one by Frecky, which, oh my god, looks so freaking badass. Now you can see this yellow tone right here is much more dull than the way the Marvel Legends came out. Here's the SH Figuarts Wolverine next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. Hey, look, it's a big time. Bye. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hey, don't forget to hit that like button if you liked the video. If you want to see more coming to the channel, I got a Deadpool SH Figuarts figure review coming up. Hit that subscribe button. And if you want to participate in the perks, well, you can hit that join button. This is actually a better figure than I expected it to be. I was really bummed out about it at first, and I still have my gripes about it. There are still things that really do bother me about it, and I think there are still more things that bother me about it than things that I like about it, but I actually like it more than I thought I was going to. Still, like, let me just say the yellow, again, many times, it's actually better looking than I anticipated. The articulation, while not perfect by any means and limited in some areas, I still felt like it was a fun figure to pose around. I did enjoy posing it, but the claws are too short, you know, we don't have the bare arms. Would have been nice if we had gotten a Logan head, you know, so, and there's parts of the range of movement, like with the ankles, that I wish could have been a little bit more fluid. So it does have its limitations. It's not an amazing figure, but it's better than what I thought it was going to be. It's still a very expensive figure, so at the price point around 90 bucks, I'm going to give this SH Figuarts Wolverine a SUD rating of...
It's not so bad.
And I'd like to know what you guys think. Now, if you did pick this up from a Japanese seller, you could have gotten it a bit cheaper than $90. I think it would have landed you closer to like $65, if I'm right about that. I could be wrong. If you did buy it from a Japanese store, let me know how much it cost you. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. If you want to stay in touch with me on social media, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, and on whatnot. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
That's crispy.
Hey, what's up, guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Bandai Namco action figure review on the Oh no, I can't speak. I'm too tired. I'm getting to the stupids. Woo! Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't. Your face.